Back, guys. In this series, we are trying to troubleshoot real life examples that you will see in Kubernetes. And in this video, we have an example 8 that I am going to apply, and example 9 actually, to a Vim. And here you can see it's an NGINX pod, and it is named as Ready App with a health check. And the health check is a readiness probe. And the readiness probe is looking for this path at port 80. So when it comes up, it will ping this path at port 80 and it will do it every 5 seconds. So this is how we are going to run this pod. So I will quit. And now if I do a k get pods, you can see that the pod is running. But one thing that you have to understand is you don't want a pod to be just in a running state. A pod, in this example, has a single container. If we go back to our Vim, we have a container named NGINX. So we have a container which we can see over here, but it is not in a ready state. This is a problem. The pod is up and running, but it's of no use because the container that is inside the pod is actually failing. So how do we check what the problem is? I see a lot of errors, and it is giving an error on the failed health check. It is saying that it failed and it is trying to get the healthz path and it is failing to get it on port 80. Now what could be the problem? If I do a k get pods -o wide, you can see the IP address over here, which is the IP address that we are seeing here. And it is querying on port 80, but it is not able to get the healthz path. So if I do a k get events, you will see the same thing, that the readiness probe failed with a status code of 404. We all know 404 is nothing but page not found, which means that NGINX does not have this page by default. So we are giving the wrong page. If I do a k describe pod engine ready app, you will see the same error message that it is failing. So what can we do? Let's clear the screen and I will do a k edit pod ready app. So if I go to HTTP get and I press X, it is going to delete a single character at a time. And if I save and quit, it says that pod ready app was not valid. These things, the healthz part, cannot be changed. It says that the pod updates may not change fields other than spec.containers, init containers image, and active deadline and tolerations. So we can only change these 4 characteristics of a pod. To get this pod back into a healthy state, we have to delete the pod. So I will delete -fd file, which only has one pod. Let's go back to the file, and over here I will press X to delete the healthz and keep only slash. Save and quit, and we have to apply this file. So once we apply, we can do a kget pods. It is container creating, and now you can see that it is running. But we also had it running the last time. This time we are seeing the container up. And if I go back to k logs ready app, you can see that there are no more errors. NGINX is currently running. And the same thing we will see in describe pod, that it started the container, and in the events that it started the container. So always keep an eye on the error message. The error message in Kubernetes world will actually pinpoint what the issue is. It's not confusing. It's written over there. And if you know a little bit of Kubernetes, if you Google them, you will find the error and you can fix it. But that is it for this video, guys. And I will see you guys in the next one.